Good morning. This is Morning Sky. I'm your host, Sky. Yeah, I want to just take a relax today. It's Friday. People getting off of work. Probably gonna extend it in tomorrow. Might have serious stories for tomorrow, but I want to just have fun. Talk about animals, oddities, weird stuff that happened this week. I'm gonna try to bring that to you. You just saw the elephant, with the they call it the squishing on the squash in Portland, Oregon, and they have the parents that are like 10,000 pounds and little baby elephant. She's only her name is Tula. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure I get her name right. 'Cause she'll get mad at me. Um, I had to find her name. Oh, I just had it. Damn it. Tula-Tu. Her name is Tula-Tu, and she's an Asian elephant. She weighs around 775 pounds, and she doesn't really have the dexterity or the weight in order to squash the pumpkins, to smash the pumpkins, I guess you can say, if you're a rock and roll head. But this is a tradition that's been going on since 1999, when a farmer donated one of his larger pumpkins to the zoo at the Oregon Zoo. So I thought that was pretty interesting, pretty funny. I'm gonna try to see how many of these I can do. I'm gonna see. Hold on. I'm gonna look for. Oh, this isn't helpful. Oh man, that's not helpful. I'm gonna continue to look for it, but in the meantime, just remember that the elephants are uh, are considered to be you know cute and funny, but they actually have a lot of qualities they share with human beings. They um they have an idea of funerals. They have funerals actually. They have when elephant dies, they go past them like it's a viewing, as if recognizing that they just lost another member of the elephant community. So I thought that was interesting. They like the old adage goes, I have the memory of an elephant. I have the memory of a gnat, really, but that's fine too. Let me see. Um, I'm gonna look for this. What is this? Taco. I'm looking for another story. What is this? Tortilla. This is weird. This is another oddity. I'm gonna try to look for it. Bear with me. These are all shorts. Let me see. That was 10 days ago. 6 days ago. 17. They just. Okay. This is interesting. Let me see. Sporting news. I guess that's okay.
I would like to just share with the Red Raider Nation that as we move forward, we are no longer going to encourage nor permit the throwing of tortillas at the opening kickoff for our home football games. So I would like to just share with the Red Raider Nation that
And that's just as well. I mean, we live in a nation where we can just throw food. What the hell is this topic? This is Crash Out Friday, Rottweiler. If you got a story, I'll cover it. But I'm just covering news oddities of the week and things that have gone on. Right now, I'm covering the tortilla throwing. I think that's amazing how we live in a country where we can just throw tortillas and there's homeless people and hungry people that are, and people that are without money. Nigga, we got money. Don't get it confused. Americans got money. Get a pistol and feed your family. Like Mr. George our attorney said. He didn't say, it's officially. Rottweiler says Wimba Yamba is a confirmed alien. Send me a story through my email. Send it through my email and I'll look it up. Here's my email in case you don't remember. Ninja is it? What's so? Is the camera? What's the camera? I don't understand. I understand emoticons and emojis, but I just want to speak on this briefly. Um, yeah, we live in a country always saying, "Oh, the homeless and the poor and the downtrodden," and oh my God, we gotta give them food and care and blah 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 blah. That's nice, but we're throwing tortillas in the air. Those tortillas could have went to families, homes. They could have been with different food items. Now they're banning it, so I think that's a good step forward. That's a really great step forward for them to ban the tortilla tossing at Texas Tech. Um, it got to a point where it had to have been a problem. Had to be a problem. So it's hard to find these stories because more so very serious topics, of course, are being on there. Let me see. Let's see if another one. Oh my God! 3 years ago? Really? 1 year ago? 3 days ago? Okay, here we go. Here's something. Here's something. The Oregonian. Perfect. A lot of oddities come out of Oregon.
3, 2, 1, go!
Today is the West Coast Giant Pumpkin Regatta, and it's an event where we take 1,000-pound pumpkins and carve them into boats and race them on the lake.
Buddy the Elf, those arms are starting to burn. Let's go. Safety crew out there cleaning up the mess. All right, Gary Christensen across the finish line, Buddy the Elf.
You've got a exciting activity that crowds love. You got the costumes, cheering people, spectacle, pumpkins sinking. It has everything. It's great.
Go! And Tori King before that came across the line. Sorry, Tori, nice job.
So you just saw right there. That's why I love white people. White people are just adventurous and curious and want to do things that are outrageous. No niggas is doing that. I mean, maybe in Africa, maybe possibly, but ain't no American niggas, ain't no foundational Black Americans doing no pumpkin race in the water when it's pretty cold. It's getting colder outside. Again, yep, exactly. The tortillas, the pumpkins and the tortillas. They could have went to families. They could have carved them up. They could have sent them out to the the people that are hungry. America stay wasting food. Exactly. Madden and 2K are more fun. What are you saying that than the boat race? Than that pumpkin boat race? Yeah, I would imagine. It's mind blowing. It's the BS. It's complete BS that we have, homeless people or hungry people and stuff like that in this country. That's just BS. There really are no hungry and poor people if you're throwing tortillas in the air and you're using pumpkins that could be used for various meals. You get 1,000-pound pumpkins carved up. That could be at least a good 6 months worth of pumpkin pies, pumpkin spaghetti, pumpkin. I don't know, just all the kind, just like bubble gum, pumpkin sandwiches, pumpkin soup, pumpkin, all these different things that could be used, and the tortillas, all the tortillas or tortillas that were thrown at the Cowboys, the Texas Tech Cowboys games. They finally had the rectitude to say that that's probably not a good idea. Why are you saying who? What? I remember Julio died, but what happened? Jury hears of gang war as Tampa Bay trials open and murder of rapper Julio Fulio. So they're doing they're doing that. He's exactly 10 years. He was exactly 10 years younger than I, and he died 2 days after his birthday, at the age of 26. Jesus Christ. I don't know why you're saying R.I.P. Fulio. What was that called? Did he have something to do with pumpkins or something? I don't understand. But anyway, I'm looking for crash out news, just oddities and weird stuff. The girl who set up the play is on trial. Yeah, I might get to that tomorrow. But Friday is like, the end of the week. People are getting off work. People got a totally different energy. Saturday has a different energy than Fridays. Even though it's the Saturday that you're off today, it's like that's when you really are doing more work. Ironically, a lot of people do housework on Saturday. A lot of people do pay their bills on Saturday. A lot of people are able to catch up on groceries and errands and stuff like that on Saturday. So you're still kind of doing work, quote unquote. You're just not at your desk or at your, at the mop, or you might be off for the bus service. She's 22 and hot. Yeah, she is. She is look good looking. Wow, it says, bro, I'm here every day. It's the same. What are you saying? What's the same? I don't understand. I'm a little confused. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back at it again with the latest news in coke hippos, black killers, flying squirrels, the late great Diddy. He's not dead. And now he's pleased to present Elephant. You always know what it is. Yeah, I tend to do different animals that you wouldn't normally keep as pets. I like the animals that are in captivity if they're treated well, and just feral, kind of Squirrel Party season 3 coming soon. That's true. I like feral wild animals like elephants and stuff like that, and like I said, if they're treated right in captivity. I think they're treated right in captivity in Oregon. But I'm saying for humanity, what about humanity? Those pumpkins that they're squashing, those pumpkins that they're smashing. What in the world? All that could have gone somewhere. Could have gone to human beings. That's all I'm saying. Rick James says, "Sir, we need to throw a show on Bubbles the monkey fact." Well, give me $20 or $200. I'm raising it. I just raised it up. What was that 10%? How many percent is that? Raise it up. Give me a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Believe it or not, Bubbles was the inspiration for so you want to be starting something. I didn't know that. If that's true, then that's amazing. I know he always liked to say that's the smelly jelly when he liked to hear a particular groove that he liked, Michael Jackson. What is Munyon? R.I.P. Harambe, yeah. What is Munyon? What is Munyon? I don't know what Munyon is. What is Munyon? Munyon? Harambe. Wasn't Harambe was put down, right? I think he was put down. And that's a different Harambe, Rick James. Don't get excited. Harambe is a dead. He's in jail. I knew it. I said he's a different Harambe. Don't get excited. And what does he do? He says Harambe isn't dead. He's in Japan. I don't know what the hell happened with him. There's a chain going around for my vocal stories and my YouTube. Sometimes my YouTube posts, but they've both gone down considerably. Like it's just like weird. I don't know what it is. I'm in a rut, but I still have a beautiful white woman that gives me money every month, so I'm not mad at that. Harambe was wrongfully killed. CIA took him out. Oh wow, didn't know about that. I can't vouch for that on my show. The opinions and ideas expressed by Rottweiler do not reflect those of Sky Saunders or any of his affiliates. Discretion is advised. He was raised in Brownsville, Texas, my hometown. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. I'm going to try to find some more freaking oddities. But she is cute. This Alicia Andrews. She's 22. She's got the baby hairs and she's fair skinned, and I think they're gonna really they might go light on her, quote unquote. No pun intended. I'm gonna try to find this one. I'm gonna see if this one works. Oh, this isn't fun. This is not fun. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. They got stuff coming from 5 to 6, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. Come on, give me something good. I'm gonna look for this one. Even though this is a dog that this is a animal that you usually have in the house, a dog. Let me see. Dogs. This isn't fun, kids. This isn't fun. I'm trying to find it. Trying to find the best way to do this. Seeing what I can possibly do to him. Because they have the oddities on the site, on the AP site. But I'm trying to look for the YouTube videos. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe if I put in Michigan. Yes, okay, here we go. Got him. Got him. Got him. Okay, so this is all the tricker howling contest in Michigan. I think this is a mixed crowd more so than the other crowds. Let me see. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Pad attention. First of all, sir, what's your opinion on Chris Hansen fact? I don't have an opinion on Chris Hansen. I respected his game back in the mid 2000s. I liked what he was doing with the show, bringing predators to justice. Then he got in trouble with something. I can't remember what he did, but I don't remember what it involved. He got in trouble though. Rottweiler with the middle school mass, hysteria with the numbers. I'm not gonna say on the air. I'm trying my best not to say the numbers on the air. I think I said them before, but I'm not gonna say them today. But yeah. So here we go with a video. Hold on. Oh man, that's what I was afraid of. They had the song. I don't know how long. I was 24 seconds of that song. I don't know if that's gonna be a copyright warning or something like that. I'm just trying to get it from the AP. AP's like, all right, whatever, but no shout outs, sir. No shout outs on this show. And when did I say it? Did I say it when earlier with the weight or the height of the elephants or something like that? I can't remember, but I'm not saying it again. Got him. Oh, we're talking guys and dogs now. Yeah, I was talking about dogs only because of this trick or treat trick or how contest. Yeah, okay, so I'm not gonna say it during the rest of the broadcast. I'll give you that much. Let me say that much. I'm not gonna say it during the sir, can you give your best RFK Jr. impression? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's kind of corny. If I was gonna give an impression of him, he's got a medical condition. It's really, if I was an actor, if I was a comedic actor, I would do something like that. But I'm not gonna just clown the man because he has a voice ailment. Okay, let me see. We got Picasso portrait of Muse Dormar. As you can see, these are the AP News oddities I'm using. Let me see here. I'm looking for it right now. Trust me, I'm looking for it. It's coming 10 years ago, 1 year ago, 7 years ago. Oh my gosh. Is this going on right now? What is this? I'm gonna cue you into a live event. Here we go.
À 21 600 000 euros, messieurs. Rapidement, s'il vous plaît. 21 600 000, en voulez-vous? 21 700 000, c'est à la table d'experts une nouvelle fois par Agnès. 21 700 000 euros par. 22 millions. 22 millions par vous, Amaury. À 22 millions, c'est vous, Amaury, à la table. Quelqu'un couvre-t-il l'enchère de 22 millions? « 22 200 000 euros. 22 200 000 euros, c'est par vous, Agnès, tout près de moi. 22 200 000 euros. En veut-on au-delà de 22 200 000 euros?
Okay, I'm gonna give a little bit of context. This is a portrait of one of Picasso's quote unquote muses, or quote people that he was inspired by and was one of his I think his romantic partners, if not just a partner. And it's just pretty much a woman with a flowery hat, and we're going to see how much it goes for. Probably going to go for millions of dollars. It's never has been seen in over 8 decades, going back to the 40s. So that's where we are. But that's my lead-in. My lead-in was the elephant, sir. It was with costume dogs, pumpkin races, the Picasso auction. It's all in it together. It's a crash out Friday. It's a crash out Friday, sir. Crash out Friday. Doing all the oddities, different weird stories that came from the week. So I'm gonna look for something different. Something we can really sink our teeth into. Let me see. I'm looking for the rat story. Let me see if I can find this rat story. Just looking for it right now. If I can. Oh, these are 4 and 5 months ago. What the hell? Oh, it is a news story. Okay, great.
This is what we've all been waiting for. A new
Fox 32 Chicago. All right, here we go. Watch the story.
study finds that the Chicago rat hole on a sidewalk, you remember it, it was a story day after day on the city's north side, wasn't a rat, but rather a squirrel. In an article published by the Royal Society, researchers, yes, actual researchers, compared the concrete imprint's proportions to museum specimens of 8 rodent species. Using photos, they found the limbs and digits were too long for a brown rat. According to the study, a squirrel likely slipped from a tree branch and landed on wet concrete sometime in the early 2000s.
Catch the latest on this story at Fox 32 on Fox Local.
This is what we've all been.
So it's been debunked. Everybody was thinking, oh, it must have been a rat. It was not a rat. It was, in fact, a squirrel. Just oddities. I don't care. It's just oddities, oddball, weird, goofy stories. Sir, Rick James says, sir, what's your opinion on Ella Adams? I have to look up who the hell is Ella Adams. Who is Ella Adams? Let's see here. Ella Adams. I don't know who Ella Adams is. There's a lot of different postings for her. So I don't know who Ella Adams is. You have to explain yourself, Rick James. I don't know who Ella Adams is. Tell me who she is, and I'll give you my opinion if I ever even have heard of her. I don't think I ever heard of her till you just said her name. Till you just wrote her name. So okay, it is the halfway mark of the show. Of course, exactly. That's what I was wondering if you would say. I mean, what else would you say is should have known better? I have no opinion of her. None. What do you think of her, Rick James? That's the real question. You want to know so bad. What do you think of her? I'm just gonna, rant a little bit here. It's Friday. I feel great. I woke up this morning, had my coffee and cake, and it was great. I loved that. It was wonderful. I went on here and just looked at oddities from the week, and I wanted to see it. I like it, but I think you liked it more. You'd like it more. Why do you say that, Rick James? What is it with this particular adult film actress? What is it with her? So like I said, I'm just preparing for the weekend. I'm going to get my some resolution on the RC car I was talking about yesterday. Hopefully we'll get some kind of solution to it. Okay, Rick James, that's great, but that's not exactly what I'm always attracted to. I'm attracted to every woman. Every woman are different colors. It depends on she's got pretty feet and pretty teeth, and nice eyes. That's why I go for physically, but spiritually and intellectually and mentally, she's got to be having like at least an associate's degree or something like that. I don't want a woman with I don't want a woman without a high school degree unless she has her own business and she's like a millionaire or a billionaire at that point, and she just dropped out of high school because she was done with it. She dropped out of college because she was done with it, and she started her own business. That'd be awesome. But I'm gonna still look for oddities. There's got to be at least a few oddities. I was really mad at that one that had the Men in Black playing. That might have been a bust. That might have to give me a strike. Hopefully, a warning. I think I think that it is possible to look at all these different stories and just take them out as they are. I'll just talk it. If I can't find it, I'll just talk it. Hell with it. This seat taken, thieves busted for stealing over 1,000 restaurant chairs in Spain. They're stealing from the Louvre millions of dollars in diamond and jewelry, and now they're stealing chairs in Spain. What's going on? Tell me what's happening. Spanish police have busted a criminal group dedicated to stealing your seat, literally. Spain's national police said Wednesday that they had arrested 7 people suspected of stealing more than 1,100 chairs from outdoor seating areas at restaurants and bars in Madrid and another nearby municipality in just 2 months. The group of 6 men and a woman worked at night to pilfer the chairs from 18 different establishments in Madrid and Talavera de la Reina, a small city to the southwest of the capital, in August and September. The estimated impact of the stolen property is around 60,000 euros or $69,000, according to police. The suspects who face charges of theft and belonging to a criminal organization resold the chairs in Spain, but also in Morocco and Romania, police said. In Spain, many restaurants and bars leave tables and chairs, which are usually made of metal or hard plastic, outdoors during the night. The chairs will normally be kept in stacks and chained down. So they're out here stealing chairs, apparently. That's what they do, I guess. That's what we're doing now. We're stealing chairs. $69,000 worth. Salute to Wizard. Scholar tried to extort me for $100, y'all. Never did the such. Never did such. Never did such, Wizard. I did not extort you for $100. I am encouraging people to send me at least $100 in my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. That's all I'm doing. I'm encouraging, not extorting. You know what they say? You can't beat them, join them. Can't join them, bribe them. Can't bribe them, extort them. Can't extort them, kill them. Can't kill them, sue them. Hold on. Wizard says you gotta get it how you live. Snapped, getting cut off so people still in chairs. Not sure what you mean, sir. I'm not. The way you phrase it is kind of crazy. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. You gotta get it how you live. Snap, getting all cut off so people still in chairs. Snap getting cut off so people still in chairs. You mean you must have a headset on? Stealing chairs, I think you meant to say. Stealing chairs? You must have a headset on that's translating your words. I'm a little confused. But that's okay. But yeah, just oddities, just I'm just telling you about my week was pretty great. I mean, I have a great life. I'm a little salty at the fact that the chances of me going to the Rush concert and next summer are very, very slim. They look very slim. And that's another thing too. People, the ticket prices, the highest ticket prices, I'm not kidding you, $14,000. So it's something, unless I missed something. But I saw them going for $14,000. The ones I want are $5,000. So they're probably going to get snapped up because Americans got money. Nigga, if you got money for a Rush concert, you got money. This country is not broke or poor or, downtrodden and looking down and, I'm look at the poor people. No, niggas got money. Niggas got money. They need to stop. Because niggas got money. When it comes time for it, oh yeah, Rush concert, yeah, I got my 14K right here. 14 G's right here. 14 stacks right here. Oh yeah, I mean, there are poor people in this country, but there's really rich people in this country. I mean, that's what you have to look at it as. There are really people that are, there's a smaller middle class now because people have risen from the middle class to the upper middle class, to wealth status. If you have $30 million or more, you're ultra wealthy. And there are many people that have way more than $30 million. And $30 million isn't even that's nothing. That's a personal jet. $30 million. Yeah, Beyonce tickets. That's a good point. Beyonce tickets is not going for that. That's a good point. That's a very good point, Wizard. Beyonce tickets are like maybe $800 the top. That's like the most. Maybe $1,200, maybe $2,000 tops. Maybe. She's not selling out arenas, I don't think. I don't think she's selling out arenas. She's selling out local cowboy stores and cowgirl stores. They're getting the boots and the belts and the hats. She's making the surrounding businesses money. That's what she's doing. They're wearing all the gear. You meant accept, ACCEPT. I know what you meant. Beyonce accept food stamps as well. As she should. If you can accept food stamps, then that's all your business. If you're a millionaire or close to being a billionaire and you're accepting SNAP, because Because what's the threshold? And there's so many restrictions and stuff like that on the use you can do. You can't make, you can't. I saw a story. There was a woman who was using her food stamp or her SNAP receipts or something. What are they called? SNAP tickets, I guess. I don't know. But she was using them to feed other people, I think, and she got in trouble for that. I was like, what? You can't even feed other people now? You have to have it, so you are continually just, for your family and for yourself. Is that it? Is that how we're doing things? I was amazed. 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back in the saddle. Yeah. So if you got concerts going for thousands of dollars for the seats, that's a good sign. That's a good sign that this country is prospering, that we're doing well, probably doing okay, economically. The economy is probably like okay, like a C plus, B minus, something like that. But it's crazy when you talk about it because people are buying up gold, which is a symptom or a symbol or a sign of people staving off a catastrophe. People are trying to block a horrific event from happening economically. So they're buying up gold. Gold is at the highest price ever, and silver is at the highest price since 1980. So just to give you some context there, that is factual. That's the reality of it. But I hope you go, Rick James, to the Rush concert. They added a new location in Philly. I was going to go to that, but these numbers are crazy. To tell you the truth, I can afford it, but it's going to take a lot for me to replace the money in my credit card. I can use the credit card, but it's going to be a problem. It's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. Did you do a show on Trump tearing down half the White House to build a new ballroom, which you have? Which you take on? I was going to do that today, but that seems like too much contention, and I wanted to do oddities and light stuff. But since you brought it up, I will bring it up. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's horrendous. It's not part of the taxpayers. He's paying for it privately, at least. But I think it's just inappropriate. To me, I could be wrong. Some people might say, "Oh, that's just a ballroom. It's nothing wrong." But I mean, it's ridiculous. It's insanity. All the classic concerts air on AXS. Yeah, I think that is true. All on Axis, I think it's called. Yeah. Rottweiler's in the building. Salute to Rottweiler again. A ballroom. Yes, a ballroom. He's balling on a ballroom. But you can't. I'm not defending him, but I'm just saying this as a fact. He's not the first person to ever alter. Not the first president to ever alter the White House, and I think the other presidents use funds from the people. They call it the People's House. Salute King Hazy. Everybody's coming in now. Salute to you, sir. I salute to you. Yo, he always says, "Yo, Sky, peace up." Peace up, peace to you, sir. Peace. But both Roosevelts, Teddy and FDR, altered the site of the White House, And I'm just giving you context. I'm not trying to say it's a good thing. I'm just saying it is. Yeah. Oh, here we go. The 2 likes. I don't know. Everybody, make sure you hit the like button. I think he basically just destroyed a historical building built by slaves. Well, that would have to destroy the whole building. And they remodeled it anyway after 1812 when the British set the White House on fire. I think it was actually 1814 to be exact. I think the War of 1812. I think it was 1814 when the White House was burned. So I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, August 24th, 1814. British troops invaded Washington, D.C. in response to an American attack on York, Ontario, and Canada. The British troops occupied the capital and set fire to many federal buildings, including the White House. So I was right. Had to make sure. Uh-oh. Rottweiler's trying to get me agitated. He's trying to get me aggy. He says, let's get the likes to about, I'm not even going to say the number. Like I said, I'm not going to say the number. He's trying to get me to say the number. Son of Sun in the building. Salute the Son of the Sun. And they had crumpets while they did it. Then he's going to say shout out. We don't do shout outs in the hater verse. We do salutes. We don't salute the British for burning down one of the foundational Black American buildings. At that. An FBA building in the White House. The late, great Paul Mooney once said, how Black people built the White House, and then it's like, when are they going to come up with a name for it? Let's call it the White House. After all these Black people have put in all their sweat, tears, and blood, sweat, and tears into construction of this executive mansion. That's right. No shout outs, no brothers. That's right. No shout outs and no brothers. I'm in the haterverse. So we have to look into history. I mean, Teddy Roosevelt and FDR, they were responsible for putting on different additions to the White House. Here's from Google. Many presidents have renovated the White House, including Theodore Roosevelt. I was just noted that, who added the West Wing in 1902. His cousin Franklin D. Roosevelt, who I noted, who expanded the West Wing and added the East Wing in 1930s and 1940s, and Harry S. Truman, who gutted and rebuilt the interior from 1948 to 1952. Other renovations include President Chester Arthur's Victorian-style redecoration, President Nixon converting the indoor pool to a press room, and President George W. Bush modernizing the Situation Room. So this is nothing new. It's just hate. I cannot turn the camera on. He's funny. Why do you want the camera on, son to son 90? Oh, no, honey. Honey. I'm your brother, don't you know? I can't turn the camera on. I'm saving it for you guys. It's not just me. I looked at it. I don't look at my videos. I was like, one day I was like, let me just see what it's like to experience the show. Let me see what it's like. And I'm just like blink, 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 over and over and over again. It's very distracting. It's very annoying. We talking to a mythical creature. I know. That's what I said. Rob was like, "Hey, yo." Yeah, I'm not turning the camera on. No, I like this. This is like real radio. This is like theater of the mind. You know. You're not just looking at me with, my black hat, my black shirt, my gold tie. It's a little different. It's a little different. So the new profile pic is Brazy. Well, that's what it is. It's trending topics. It's everything that's happening in the world in the last few days, or hopefully in the last few the last day or the last minute, few seconds ago. I mean, that's what I'm on right now. Real talk with Skylar Saunders. That would be a good name for your channel. No, I don't like that. I don't even know what name I have. I think I just have trending news. I'm trying to remember my other titles I had. I just had I can't even remember what they were. If you guys remember what they were, then more kudos to you. Looks like Candyman meets Family Matters. Not the Candyman one is over. I did the Candyman one on my new YouTube picture. Oh yeah. I wouldn't say Candyman. I would just say the Bamboozle. You have to look up Spike Lee's movie, his film Bamboozle. Gotta look up Bamboozle. I was just talking about that, Wizard. He's saying anybody upgrade their iPhone. Yeah, I just have it's in the mail right now. Hopefully I'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully they'll come back tomorrow. Because you have to be here for them to sign up for safety measures. The new picture really encapsulates Silly Sky. Yeah. It's supposed to be the minstrel show person or figure. Rot, no disrespect. Uh-oh. About to go at him. Hell no, I'm on the 2022 SE. Wow. Which one you get? You talking to me, Wizard? I got the 17 Pro Max. And the shield and a watch and all that. I'm missing the watch. I love my watch. I think I like the watch more than the phone in a lot of ways. Sir, have you heard of Coon's Kitchen? Now I gotta look this up. These are some of the best people I've ever come across. Coon's Kitchen. What is Coon's Kitchen? No, I've never heard of Coon's Kitchen. What is Coon's Kitchen, sir? In my Galaxy from 2018. Okay. That's about, oh, yeah. I see. How many years? Yeah. How many years? I got the Pro Silver. But, Rick James said that. Rick James says, sir, have you heard of Coon's? I've never heard of Coon's Chicken, Rick James. No. Never in my life. Got the Pro Silver. Sorry, it's called Coon's Chicken Inn. I see that now. I looked that up. I'm seeing Coon's Chicken Inn. Let's see. Looking for it again. Hold on. Let me see. Coon's Chicken Inn. The history of Coon Chicken Inn. Jim Crow Museum. Exactly. See? Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. Everybody go to look up Coon's what is this? Coon Chicken Inn. That's the exact look I was trying to go for. Exactly that. Thank you, Rick James. See? I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sir. I treat my Apple Watch Ultra 2 like a G-Shock. Wow. Yeah, I tried to treat it like a G-Shock, but it got smashed. The glass broke. I was sad about that. That was months ago. Almost a year ago. Maybe even a year ago. Can't remember exactly when it was. It was months ago. Are you trading in your old phone or keep trading it? Trading it. You probably got a higher value than I. I'm sure you did. But yeah, so great week, great work week. I love Saturdays, but my favorite day of the week is Monday. It's back to the grind, back to seriousness, back to a fresh start, getting more money. That's the whole point. I love when people say it's not about the money. Oh my God, it's not about the money. Tell that to your landlord. Tell that to the car dealer. Tell that to your grocer. Tell that to your sneaker salesman. Oh, I'm not in it for the income. I'm in it for the outcome. What? No, what's the point of doing it then? If you're not going to get any income, you're going to be some naked, no vehicle having, no food having somebody if you're not in it for the income. Uh-oh. Rottweiler's about to be out of here. He says it's too bougie. This chat's too bougie. I'm out. I looked it up. Yeah, that's the exact idea I was trying to go for. That's the exact idea I was trying to go for. The chicken coon. The coon chicken. Get your credit card score up, Rottweiler. 850 or bust, right? Everybody's on 850? No, I'm not even. I'm off by like 97 points for my FICO score. Sneaker salesman. Sneaker salesmen don't carry these Dior's. You got a pair of Dior's, Rottweiler? That seems kind of pricey. Seems kind of bougie, as people say. I hate that word bougie. I hate it. I hate that. That's communism. Oh, they're bougie. They're part of the bourgeoisie. Oh my God. Nobody says bourgeoisie. They say bougie. We don't want Scott talking to brokenness. Exactly. Thank you, son of Son 90. That's the truth. You're walking a thin line, Rottweiler. You're walking a thin line. I never had it. The credit card fact. Wow, Rick James, all you pay for is in your debit card and in cash. Wow, your whole life. You're like 76, right? Something like that. I spend racks on fashion, not on a cell phone. My phone only for meow and trapping. Well, be careful what you say on here, Rottweiler. He's talking about trapping. He's bagging up to work right now, allegedly. I'm a fashionista, like, yay. Okay. Telling a lot about yourself there. 77 DIR. I don't know what DIR, D-I-R is. What is 77 DIR? Wizards credit score is 730. My credit score is 753. It used to be like 780. It was like 789 or something like that a few years ago. But I've been using my credit card. But I get better, scores with my credit card though at the same time. Rock got lashes. Uh-oh. Here we go. Back and forth. Back and forth on him. Yeezy taught me. Ye names his first son after me. Long story. It's a story I wish to not hear. Nah, man, fashion ain't gay. Rock got a lace front. I see 2 people in here. Y'all might be 3, but I only see 2 people. I'll never tell the story. Okay, for free. Yeah, okay. That's very wise. That's very wise. Man, I'm a gangster. That's what he's doing right now. He's bagging up to work. Fashion is made for the Rainbow Mafia. All of the designers are rainbow children. Not a fact. That's not true. There's a good amount of Q community people within the fashion realm, just like there is in any realm, really. And they're in finance, they're in tech, they're in entertainment. Nothing wrong with that. Sir, is Devil in a New Dress the best song? Why would you do this to me? It's the best beat. I'm gonna say it's the best production. I think it has the best production. The best song is, oh my gosh, on that album, oh my gosh, the best song is All the Lights. Richard Ye has so many good songs. Yeah, so many good songs. Yes, he does. But I disagree with him on so many levels, and it's not even fun to listen to his music anymore. If it's done in the name of Jesus, it's good. So if you shoot somebody in the face in cold blood and murder them in the name of Jesus, it's good. Is that what you're saying? The song with Nicki Minaj doing an interlude. You might think you peeped the story. You haven't. Twisted fiction, sick addiction, gather around, children on the zip and listen. Can you get much higher? So high. Oh. Yes, it is. Okay. That's the best. Of course. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Well, at least it's just Twisted Fantasy. I think My Beautiful Dark is left off. I think it's Twisted Fantasy. Of the album is called My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but the song is different. I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. I'm looking for it right now. Just give me a minute. Track listing. Yeah, it's just called Dark Fantasy. Yeah, that one. Yeah, my favorite song is and I wonder if you know what it means. What it means. I like the actual song. I like the song that he samples. This is my song. I can't remember how to pronounce the guy's name. It's like Libre for Freddy or something. I'm not going to try it. Labby something. I can't remember. Yeah, that one. Real Friends on T-Lab. Yes, fire. It's fire. It's like he's a great music. He's a terrible person, but a great artist. It's just the opposite of Adolf Hitler, or the double Adolf Hitler. He was a terrible artist and a terrible person, a horrific person. He was multiplied. Ye destroyed, and I just compared Ye to Adolf Hitler. Yes, that's true. Ye destroyed his legacy. It's such a shame him and Drake was neck and neck, but he didn't see it that way. I guess so. I wish he would have just been quiet and designed. I think he would have just been quiet, designed clothes, and made music. And I gave his opinion to the public. Isn't Ye still up? And you're right. Him and Drake over 1 and 2. Everyone else sold out. It's not a sampler, so sir. I read it. Kanye saying no. It's a sample. Let me make sure I get his name right. Make sure I get his name right. Labi Siffre. Labi Siffre. It's something like that. He's a British singer, songwriter, and poet. I love that song. Yeah, thank you, Labi Siffre. Yeah. Great song. Had 2 boyfriends before Jay Obama made it cool to do so. He's a low key artist. That was pretty much the only thing I could find out about him. I don't know if he had 2 boyfriends. I didn't look that up. My Song by Lavi Siffre. He also had a song that was sampled by Eminem and Jay-Z. I think it was. Jay-Z had this, My Name Is with Eminem. Eminem had My Name Is. That was a Lavi Siffre song, and Jay-Z also had a song dun, 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 dun. Can't think of it. Maybe you guys can look it up. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. The one, let me see. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. If you shoot me, you famous. Streets is watching. Let me see. Let me make 100% sure. Streets is watching. Yep. Said what Lavi Cipher is. I got the what? I got the. That's all it's called. And let me see. My name is. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's called I got the by Lavi Cipher. One of my favorite songs by Lavi Cipher. Yeah, I got that. They both sample the same song. Streets is watching, and My Name Is Eminem and Jay-Z. All right. Just wanted to clear that out. You know, clear up any misconceptions, any ideas. Yeah, that's on. I want that played at my memorial. I'm probably gonna be cremated, but I want that to be played on my. I want during my. If I'm viewed, I want Garden of Peace to just be played and repeat over and over and over again. Garden of Peace. That's the sample of Jay-Z's Dead Presidents too. That doom 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 doom. That song, that piano riff, I love that. You know, that's what I want at my funeral. But I don't want a funeral. I want a party, and I don't want a repast. I want an after party. This inspired me. I'm about to hit the studio and drop some heat. Make sure you let me know, Rottweiler. I'll give you free promotion. I might give you free promotion unless we can work something out. We can, $10 a month or something like that, and I'll put that like all your music. We can work something out. Source The Guardian. What's the story, Wizard? What's the story with the Guardian? We're about to go into the afternoon at that. Okay, he's got those are 2 hands doing a high five, by the way. Those aren't praying hands. Those are hands doing a high five. Sir, are you familiar with Jermaine Hammond? No, I am not. To be completely honest. Wizard, you got you. Hold on. Whoa, both that's bigamy, right? Both my husbands died. Yeah, that's a little. I don't have a problem with him having a husband, but 2 husbands is kind of crazy. That's his business. But let's go. Yeah, yes, Rottweiler, I'm serious. We can do $10 a month or something like that. That should be good. Wait, what? He said, wait, what? This is back in 2002. This is crazy. I'm waiting for the lady at the house. I think she's at work right now. But she had a procedure done, I think, yesterday. But yeah, so Friday, when it feels like a Friday, it feels like that lightness, that just like the weekend is coming. I think Friday night is hotter than a Saturday night in some respects. Because it's like we're right off of work. You know, a lot of songs say that. Janet Jackson and Escapade, excuse me. Beyonce says it on Renaissance, on You Won't Break My Soul, things of that nature. You know, they got the song Friday Night, Just Got Paid. You know, thanks for putting me onto that song, Garden of Peace. Yes, sir. You're very welcome. I heard when I heard, that's what I love about hip hop too. Like it's like hardly original. What is it, like 80 to 90% of his samples still to this day? They're sampling 90 songs. They have to sample songs that already were sampled. And so they're just chopping them up. But anyway, that's what I love about hip hop. You get to discover, you're like, what is that? That's a chipmunky voice. Who's the real person singing that song? You know, that chipmunk voice didn't come through on, oh, you go on who sampled it, and you look, oh, you type in the title and name of the song, and you get to see who the actual original artist was. That's really cool to me. That's what I like about hip hop. That's what's fun. I don't know if any other genre can really do that as well. They can look for instrumentalists. That's as best as they can do. But on hip hop, you get a whole song. You know, I think that's cool. You can say, "Oh, who was behind the guitar on that? Oh, who's on the keys? Who's on the bass? Who's on, the saxophone?" You know, but it all comes together. It all coalesces into one unit when it comes to hip hop. And also, hip hop has multiple samples. If you go to different songs, they have the drum sample, they have the vocal sample, they have the melody sample, they have the harmony sample, and they all come together. That's pretty cool to me. I like how you can speed up and slow down. Kanye, I'm about to say his name. Ye's Touch the Sky was produced by Just Blaze, and it had a sample of Curtis Mayfield, Move On Up. And that wasn't sped up. That was actually ironically slowed down. Ye and Just Blaze are known for speeding up samples. He slowed it down on that one. So I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, Garden of Peace. Ready to start stitching, ain't you? Man, hustling just ain't you. You ain't ready for the Cap Killers, West Villas. He was just going in on that one. Honey. Jermaine Hammond. Okay. I got a picture of you without the hat. Okay, that's great. It's all game. There's a picture of Mr. Troy Star Train without a hat too. Okay, so what's your point? It's all game. Thank you for coming in here. Thank you for making my live go up to 5. Appreciate you. I got a picture of you without the hat. That's great. So what you want? What do you want to? What am I supposed to do with that information? Just blanket statements. And Rottweiler's laughing. He's probably laughing at my dumb ass, but I don't know who he's laughing at. He just says LOL. He's apparently laughing at something. Your troll's different. Yeah. I do like the trolls though. Trolls are good for me. Don't troll any of you guys. I mean, if you guys want to go back and forth and bark on each other in the chat in the live chat, that's your business. But you're not going to come at Holly. You're not. That's what you're not gonna do. She's the lady of the house. Any other ladies that come in here, last time I seen her, she gave me a good $50. She dropped it on my head. I was like, oh, that was Chelsea with her glasses on, and that was months ago. I have no idea what happened with Chelsea, Spirit Smooth Tunes, Greg S. I can't remember his name. What was the guy from Japan? That's all I can say. The veteran from Japan. I don't remember his name, but Rick James always says Harambe, but that's not his name. I can't remember it, but that's my point. I don't even remember it. Yeah, you're like, it's not Harambe, sir. I'm trying to tell you, it's not Harambe. Yeah, Spirit Smooth. It was crazy. He just said, I'm gonna probably get a bigger market, and I can appreciate that. He goes on, Mr. Choice Star Terrain, their role of advertisements. Death Row ain't around anymore. That is true. He was blocked. I blocked Death Row. He said he was broke, and I was like, nope, can't have it. You're out of here. Same thing with well, not different circumstances. Texas. Texas. I want to say Hold'em. The first thing that came to mind was Hold'em. But Texas 817. I can't remember what the other part of his name was. But anyway, he got disrespectful against Holly because I called him a spick online. And see, he was hot. He was heated. He could say nigger all day, but he wouldn't say, you can't say, you can. He didn't say you can't say spick or something like that to me, but he was just hot. Marcellus, yes. Texas Carnage, yeah. Texas Carnage 817. Thank you. Yeah, Marcellus. Yeah, that was, man, Marcellus used to drop me at least $10 every time he came in here. It was tight. But let me take a pause for my sponsors. Hold on. My first sponsor is visit.focus. He gives money _ on his YouTube channel, and subscribe, like, and comment. If you enjoy Call of Duty and other first-person shooters, you will not be disappointed. Tell him that Silly Sky sent you. Also, visit lifestyleapparel.com for your raw CMODs needs. After making your selections, type in SKYLER20 as a promo to receive 20% off your purchases. Tell Mr. Peng Silly Sky sent you. Also, visit Beha Jackson's YouTube page and subscribe to learn about sardines on the grill, fried chicken, near beer, and female strippers. Tell him Silly Sky sent you in the comments. And of course, but not least, subscribe to Z Therapy Holly Currenti on YouTube for all your Zumba needs. Move and groove to the rhythms and tell friends and family members to join in too. Tell her Silly Sky sent you. I'm going to just put up my Venmo. Yeah, I mean, of course I could mention that, but I don't say that all the time. But Rich James saying, don't forget he's a child actor and played a young doughboy in the black. Oh, God. See, that's why I don't want to mention it, because you're going to get it all messed up. Or maybe I should mention it. Beha Jackson was a child actor. He played in the momentous and monumental film Boys in the Hood. He was the younger version of Ice Cube's character Doughboy. And I'm pretty sure he had a few other acting credits as well. But that was his main piece of fame. So you guys can, patronize all these people. I would appreciate you if you did. That'd be awesome. Patronize them. Just patronize everyone. I mean, for out of the four, what is that? 4 or 5? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. 4 of my sponsors. 3, you don't have to pay anything. If you don't want, you can just subscribe to their channel. That's all you have to do. Just subscribe. So has it been 2 hours? Is it 2 hours right now? I think we're at the 2 hour, or is it? Do they do an hour? Oh, I think they do. Yeah, we're not at 2 hours yet. I don't think I can't do math. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's Friday. I'm gonna run errands today. I'm gonna have fish today. Who else has fish on Friday? Who else has fish on Friday? Love fish on Friday. And I love ham and chicken and burgers on Friday too. I enjoy all that. So, I think with fish sounds foodin'. Oh, good. I'm like, what? Yeah, fish is great. I love whiting. We get whiting from New York Fried Chicken. Is New York Fried Chicken all over the East Coast? Are y'all familiar with it? I know you're out there in the West, Rottweiler, but we got New York Fried Chicken on the East Coast. Is there equivalent? Is there like a Dallas Fried Chicken? There it is. That's it. Yup. That's me without the hat. Yup. It's all game. Have Fish Monday. That's me without the hat. Yep. You got me. I mean, I don't know what you can do with that. I wear the hat or I don't wear the hat. It's not like a major contention. From Luby's. I'm down south. I thought you were on the West Coast. I was going on Southwest, maybe. Are you Southwest? W Troll. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Why would I block you? I'm not gonna block you. It's an image of me without a hat on. Okay. I've seen Star without a hat on. Or Mr. Troy Terrain, I should say. I've seen him without a hat. He was wiping sweat off his head. What is it supposed to ruin my image? Is it supposed to ruin my whole identity? I don't understand. Yeah, Southwest. I thought so. I'm not gonna block him. Of course I'm not gonna block him. Home of the GOAT, Wimbayamba. Who is Wimbayamba? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Wimbayamba. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Wimbayamba. Oh yeah, the big tall dude. Okay, yeah. But he's not from. He's from France. He's a problem. He's pretty good. They call him the alien. He's 7'4". God damn. How tall is Yao Ming? Yao Ming height. Yao Ming is 7'6". I think Manute Bol was the tallest person ever in the NBA. Before I look it up, let me see. Yep, Manute Bol and Jorge Moresan. 7'7", huh? Those are in the NBA. But one of the Canadian college basketball player, he's 7. Hold on. He says it's 7'9". God damn. That's crazy. Whoa. What's going on? You blocked my Saunders account. Oh, yeah, because you were going crazy. You're going out of your mind. You're not an NBA fan? Nah. And fella, I watch the games. I like, all sports, except football. Football, I kind of like watching the games live. But baseball, basketball, hockey, I usually wait to the playoffs. That's what I usually do. We got Hip Hop Fish and Chicken. Hip Hop Fish and Chicken, owned by white folks, is wild business. Make sure you get a screen protector for your Apple Watch. Check out the brand called ESR. I'm writing that down right now. Hold on. ESR. I think I did see that before. Let me see. ESR. All right. This is a Galaxy only chat. Make sure, okay. A Galaxy only chat. No super iPhone energy around. I've never owned a Galaxy, never intend to, because I mean, what can you? I mean, you can pair it up with your TV. You can probably pair it up with other components of your house, but you can't can't pair it the same way. I think with your desktop, your Apple desktop, your Apple your Beats. I mean, I think you can pair it with the Beats, but it's probably not the same thing. I just like to keep it, everything Apple. I have an Apple desktop. I have an Apple MacBook Pro. I have an Apple phone, an Apple iPhone. I have earbuds or Beats that are in partnership with Apple. I mean, it's all Apple. And I'm about to get the watch. I love the watch. I used to listen to music and I'm like, man, what is this song? And I'm like, I have to ask Siri, what song is this while the song is playing? And when I used to just be able to look down at my watch and say, "Oh, this is so. Oh, this is that. This is. Oh, this is Riri. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is Eclipse. Okay, or Eclipse. The last Galaxy was 676. Okay. I don't hate on people with Galaxy. I playfully say stuff against them. iPhone is better. You can't afford the iPhone. Ha ha ha. I'm just teasing. I'm not trying to go at somebody's whole economic system. Whether they can afford it or not. That's messed up. Rottweiler, you're not going to get me to do it. You can do it all day. 7.6 is as close as I'm going to say it. You're not going to get me to do it. It's not going to happen. I might have already said it before, but since you made a point of it, I'm not going to say it. I'm just not. It's crazy. The alphas, I don't know, they're going to be a special kind of breed. I don't know what they're going to be. What do you mean I said it again? I did not say it. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Now I played it. You just said it again. Is it it? I'm not saying those numbers. When saying no, S6 is totally different. You guys let the other people say it as well. Let the other people say it as well, because I just said S6. That's all I said. You should have went to Apple to get a feel for the new phones. Nah, I can pretty much get an understanding. I don't think I need that. I don't need a test drive. I'm pretty adept at whenever they have they just make little tweaks. I mean, they try to be tough on the titanium on 16 or was it 15 or 16? I think it was. Oh, it's just titanium. Well, y'all need to work on making sure your glass don't break. How many times have I had the glass screen break? It's like I think it was like 8 or 9 times in the last year. So how do you feel about the David situation? Fact. I need more facts. I need more ideas. They haven't run. I haven't seen them. I haven't looked at it. That's exactly. It rolled off so naturally. Your mind. Well, let other people say it. I haven't heard Wizard Rick James or Son to Son 90 say anything. You have to get a screen protector and a case for all your devices. Yeah. David will walk. Well, that's what it appears so right now. I think he's being framed. But even if he walks, the stinkiness is going to always be on him. He's going to have to keep like a bottle of cologne on him all the time. Repellent, something, to keep the people off of, because you're not going to forget this. This is a serious situation, a murder. This is a murder case. This is a homicide of a what was she like 15, something like that? Are you kidding me? This is a very serious situation. So he's gonna always be able to try to live this down. They dropped him from Crocs and what was it? Was it I can't remember. It was Crocs and something else. Was it Abercrombie? Something like that. Crocs and something. Like that's gonna be his whole life. His streams have gone up. Not surprisingly, because people were like, "Who the hell is David? What does he do? Who does he sound like?" And I think they may have leveled off now or even dropped. But when it first the case first aired, his numbers went up even more. He had billions of streams on Spotify. He had multiple contracts thrown at him. One worth $3 million. So even if he didn't do it, he's still responsible because she should have never been around him. That's a weird thing. That's what's so strange about this. This seems very like a novel or like a movie. Like they got the same, tattoos. Who gets the same tattoos if you're not loving and hugging? And he's 20 years old and she's 15. What's going on with that? Rick James says my granddaughter shows me him, and I thought he was a good black in America. He just might be, but this will forever follow him. David sucks. Okay. The hatred I will allow. And I don't really get his music. I tried listening to it. It's not like my cup of tea, my kind of feeling. I'm not really, entranced in his musical stylings. It's very weird. But is he like the same realm of XX? Yes, and he's like he could be like a cousin or a homie friend of XXX Tentacion. Rock and power to him. Salute to him. I actually liked his music. His music was a little bit more raw. It was like really like it just hits you, just like damn. You like feel his pain, like it's crazy. You'll be crying. Oh, can't cry over him. Can't cry over him. Cry over David? Oh hell no. Can't cry over that nigga. He will walk. I can see him walking from this. Free and clear of all charges. Everything. I think he got framed. I thought he was the next childless Gambino. Don Glover. That's all you had to put was Don Glover. Unfortunately, XXX is a thing of the past and people seem to forget about him. That seems like the truth. There's no track. I mean, I'm stupid. I'm 37 years old. I might be missing it, but for me, I think Son to Son is not Son to Son 90 is right. I don't see his I don't listen to radio, but I don't think they ever even played him like that. It was mainly an internet thing. It was mainly a concert thing. He really was tapping into the younger generation. I just don't see it. XXX would have been the greatest artist out right now. He would have. I can agree with that. I love XXX Station Chord. XXX Station Chord. So how did you feel when the singer of Lost Prophets got offed in person? You know what? I didn't care because I don't support people that were engaged. I think he was engaged in, or he was allegedly engaged in sexual immorality with youth, with minors. So I was like, I'm good. If he got his like how he got his, and that's it. He got knifed up, didn't he? XXX mother destroyed his legacy for money grabs. Oh, didn't know that. Did not know that. All I can see is the car. He was in, I think he was in an Audi, and had, I think the doors were up or something like that, and he was in the car, and that was his casket. It was new. Well, it's a minor, still a newborn. A newborn is just the same. He shouldn't have gotten it in that way. They should have let justice continue. Where was he in jail? Didn't he get stabbed up in jail, or was he on stage? Well, I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna have to look it up. But he should have been adjudicated. He should have been through the criminal process system. No prison. Okay, gotcha. So he was on stage. Yeah, justice should have been delivered. That's not really justice to me. I think he should have been locked away in a hole for at least 80 to 90 years. So it's Friday. It's Friday. No, he was in prison. He never would have got out. Okay. He was in prison? He wasn't. He got stabbed up in prison. Is that what you're telling me, Bumba? Is that what you're saying? He never would have got out. Okay. Well, he's out there in the bosom of Abraham, right? Or is he in hell? What? Who the hell goes to hell? Everybody. It's like everybody goes to heaven. I like what Mark Twain said. This is a Mark Twain quote. You go to heaven for the weather, you go to hell for the company. That's how I view it. There's going to be a whole lot of people in hell. Because, I mean, everybody, homegoing service and, all this stuff. Going where home? What is this? What are you talking about? Somebody got to go to hell. Somebody in hell right now, right? Believers. Everybody in here is a believer, right? I'm not. I'm a non-believer in the theory of God. I'm an atheist. So I just don't understand it. Yeah, 2 inmates did. Okay. But blasphemy is the worst sin, they say. I guess so. I'm headed to hell. I'm on my way. I'm packing my bags up. Getting my shorts out. my Hawaiian shirt, my Aloha shirt, and some shades, and a whole lot of sunblock. Because I guess it's gonna keep me from the flames as well. Not a lot of sun, but it probably serve the same principle. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous on that level. I'm not calling the people ridiculous. I'm calling the institution ridiculous. Because if you start getting specific about heaven or hell or Jesus or God or faith or anything like that, you get into trouble. You start saying, well, wait a minute. So Jesus is sitting on the throne, right? Sitting next to the right hand of God. So what are they sitting on? Who made the seats? Everything was just came into existence. It just came into reality. I mean, once you start looking at the basics and the rudiments and the truth of it all, it gets very, very thin. It thins out. I'm on a skyway to hell. My dad hates that song. Yeah, I was looking at those numbers on Rush. I was like, you know what, that's cool. Maybe some other time, if they have another tour or something like that, if I get 1,000 people in here and give me $50,000 for donations, maybe I might be able to. But I would have to get a room. I would have to get traveling issues, gas, all that. This is a lot. So I was like, I'm cool. That's all right. Never question God. Question God, question everything. Question Jesus, question everybody. Question the whole lot. Everybody. Question. To the Scholar Song Sees fans. I don't have fans. That's right. We don't have brother, fans, or shout out instances. Topics covered today include elephants, costume dogs, Picasso auctions, yay, newborns, David, classic black comedy film Friday, which we didn't talk about. We talked about Boys in the Hood, Rush concert tickets, Coon Chicken Inn, and more. Skyway to Hell is a hard title. Yeah. Real Haterverse-ish. Yeah. It's facts. They'll question the man-made God sky. No, question everything. That's one of my favorite quotes from a lot of people probably said it, but science, the Science Channel. Question everything. Question every single thing. Everything. Everything has to be questioned. Don't leave it open for, oh, well, interpretation, and a lot of people think it's this way or that way, and kind of can be that. No, be specific, be rational, think, allow yourself to understand, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You see that crap? It's not. I thought it was fire. It's kind of annoying, his voice. Oh, mother, what are you doing? Why are we doing this? Like, that is a little annoying. It's very effeminate kind of voice. Is really kind of grating. But I like the production value. The production value is awesome. It is really well produced. I like the Ed Gein series so far. I'm on the second episode. It's fire. It is fire. Wizard saying we are gods, and he switched up his. I think you switched up your avatar. We are Charlie Kirk. Who isn't Charlie Kirk? That's the question. I saw some clips looked unintentionally funny. Yeah, there's one that was really, it's harsh. I mean, I'm not gonna repeat it, but they were saying like he was he was going against something that he believed, and that's all I'm gonna say. Oh boy, Rick James says gay prison sex scene in Ed Gein show fact. I did not see that. I haven't gotten to that part yet. May have to skip over that part. I'm not ready for that at all. Not even a little bit. Like I said, it's Friday. What Rick James said, we're just jumping all over the place. It's a crash out Friday. Charlie chilling with Elvis, unfortunately. Snoop says Snoop was smart. He came out with a children's book. He was like, I can't let the Q community come after me. It's not about that. I'm not about that life. Not even close to it. Bumba says the zesty guy from American Horror Story directed it. Okay. It involves Richard Speck, who's notorious for growing breasts while in prison. Yes, facts. Facts, Rick James, you're telling the truth. I was just looking up that the other day. Yep. Richard Speck. He was crazy. Just got paid Friday night. It just got paid Friday night. Exactly. So this is what it's all about. This is what we're here for. To have a good time, just blow off some steam. I don't know if you guys are at work. I don't know what. I'm at work right now. So wow, that's special. I'm not gonna repeat that, but okay. Something Peters. Ayo. Rob was like, ayo, that's gonna be my new one. I'm not gonna say pause. I might just say ayo, no Diddy. I think I might just say that. Snoop fake. Well, Snoop's smart. Snoop's rich. He knows he's probably got debts still to his name. He's got publishing rights that should be still ascribed to him. He's probably got masters that aren't in his ownership. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm just I'm making allegations. Snoop is one big gimmick. Remember Snoop Lion? Yeah, Snoop Lion. He and Diddy are like the most name changingest people. First it was Snoop Doggy Dogg, then it was Snoop Dogg, then it was Snoop, then it was Snoop Lion. Then it was like he had a lot of name changes over the years. But the thing about Jay-Z is he did the same thing, but in a different way. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm Iceberg Slim. No, I'm Jehovah. No, I'm Hove. No, I'm Hova. No, I'm Jigga Man. I'm Jigga. He did the same thing as well, but in a different way." That season of American Horror Story where it was all about political setups and killings. Crazy. Wow. Snoop would do any commercial for a blunt and $20. Snoop wealthy. He should be a billionaire by now. It's facts. Same thing with Dre. Dre should have $1 billion. He maybe has like $700 to $800 million like that. Not a bad price. Not he's not gonna be in the soup line anytime soon. I don't think. But he's not a billionaire. Every day is Snoop Dogg's birthday. I bet it is. You used to do that, Rick James. He's like, today is Snoop Dogg's birthday. The weed guy gets real old. Yeah, I mean. There are mostly people that are known for certain things. Like Snoop is known for smoking weed. There's no denying that. He made that part of his persona. They made it like 80 to 90% of his persona. Unblock Saunders and free Texas. Make this channel great again. You give me $100,000 right now, and I'll unblock them both. How no, the Billionaire Boys Club is unreachable. Why you say that, Rottweiler? Unreachable to whom? Ye was a billionaire. Riri's a billionaire. Jay is a billionaire. What are you talking about? The Billionaire Boys Club is unreachable. I don't know what you're talking about, Rottweiler. Who unreachable to whom? They should ask Ye for advice. Who is they? They should ask Ye for advice. I don't know. For what advice? Dre and Snoop. Oh, okay. Maybe they already have. I don't know. I don't even know if they ever even collaborated ever. But Ye used to be my favorite rapper producer. There's like 4. Or I don't know if there's a top 5. Maybe top 5 rapper producer, DJ Quick. Number 4 would be Swizz Beatz. Number 3 would be Timbaland. Number 2 would be this gets hectic. I'm trying to think of another rapper producer. Oh yeah, Eminem. And number one is Dre. Yeah, that's true too. Those are good points. Yeah, they're my top 10, I guess. And I just remembered another one, Havoc. Havoc is definitely like number 6. Havoc is like my number 6 rapper producer. No more for their like it could go both ways. Like, well, I'm known Dre from rapping, but he produces a lot. Like he does a lot of production. So Ye used to be on my top. He used to be my top 3, at least, or maybe even number 1. But he fell off in my estimation. He really destroyed his whole his status. Like, he's wealthy. He's probably got like $200 to $400 million still, right? He's still a wealthy man. But it's not about the money. It's about the morality. It's about the ethics. Jermaine, yes. Okay, good point. Very good point, Rottweiler. Jermaine Dupri raps and produces like crazy. Very good point, Rottweiler. Thank you for jogging my memory. That's a good point. Jermaine Dupri. Yep. Trying to think of another one. Who used to produce for Naughty by Nature? I can't remember. Salute to you, Rottweiler. Yeah. Oh my, y'all are great. I have to give y'all props. When I say y'all are doing great, y'all are messing with my mind, because you're saying factual and true and stuff that I didn't even think about. RZA, of course, RZA, the rapper and the super producer. Of course, he's got to be number 7. He's got to be number 7. Havoc and RZA got to be fighting it out. Yeah, that's a good point. But I like for Eminem. Eminem just thinking like, oh, he's a rapper, but he produces. Like, his production value is like, he might have got a little help from Dre, but for the most part, I think he does it on his own. But Eminem definitely is he's almost a better producer than he is a rapper in a lot of ways, because his brooding, very dark, very harsh kind of melodies and stuff like that, they work to get very well together. And produce some good Jay-Z. Yeah, he produced Renegade. He produced Moment of Clarity. Yeah. Ye made Kim more popular and got her into fashion houses. That denied her, and she still put him on child support. Yeah. I can't remember what comedian said. It might have been Dave Chappelle, but he said something like, if we get together and you had the baby, then you should be able to pay child support or something like that. Like, if you don't want to have the abortion, then you have to pay child support or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, Moment of Clarity. That whole album, of course. Oh, did Pete Rock rap? I don't know if Pete Rock rapped. Does he rap? Pete Rock. I mean, I'm stupid. I don't. Tyler the Creator, good point. He's probably like 8 or 9. Rapper, producer, yeah. He's probably like 8 or 9. He's in the top 10, definitely. Tyler the Creator, definitely. Without a question. LP, yep. Probably in 15, probably in the top 20. There's probably a few more. Alchemist doesn't rap, does he? I'm trying to remember if he did. High Tech. Didn't he rap with Talib Kweli? High Tech was the producer of the song, right? The Blast. If I'm not mistaken, I think he produced it. High Tech. Alchemist has been rapping. Oh, I didn't realize that. I think I heard him before rapping. I just want to make sure, because you just hear his rap, his beats, mainly his production skills. Whoa, Wizard! Whoa! Nah, those M beats trash. Really? Whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? I don't know. It's just the way I am. The way I am. I think Mockingbird. I think there's a few. I mean, I'm trying off the top of my head. Renegade, like I said, Jay-Z, Renegade, Moment of Clarity. It's crazy. Wizard says Alchemist got a song with Mobb Deep or Prodigy. I'm not sure. Renegade trash to me. What? Moment of Clarity doesn't go with the vibe of the Oh man, we are disagreeing right now, Wizard. Oh my gosh, Renegade is the true That's a fire beat. I don't care. That thing is fire. And Moment of Clarity was of course it went with the whole notion of the song. It was him, clarifying his presence as a rapper, as a son, and clearing, saying, he forgives his father and everything like that. It was very fitting. I thought it was fitting. Hollywood from did M produce say goodbye to Hollywood? I don't know. I didn't know M had made beats. Yeah, go through his catalog. He made great beats. We talking about the beat, not the lyrics Jay-Z put on it. Okay, but this is the thing with Jay. Jay elevates beats. Jay's rhyming acumen is so on point that he's able to make the beat even better, than it already is. I think the beat was awesome as itself, but with Jay-Z flowing over it, it just made sense. Oh, here's one. Nas, Carry the Cross. Eminem produced that. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Yeah, he produced that. Jay Dilla, did he rap? Oh my gosh, that's a great point. I don't think Jay Dilla rapped though. Rock and power to him. I think he rapped with the rap group Far Side. I don't know if he did rap with the Far Side. I think he just produced for them, maybe. I don't remember that. I don't recall. DJ Screw. I don't know about his raps, but I know he was responsible for the. I don't think he invented the idea of chopped and screwed. If he did, then it makes sense because his last name is DJ Screw. But he definitely popularized it, and you would know Rottweiler. You're around that area. Madlib. I don't think I can think of a Madlib song, but I think so. Yeah, DJ Paul. Good point. DJ Paul is probably one of my favorite samplers. I love, or just like the sound. I love Stay Fly and Pop My Collar. Those are one of my two favorite songs of all time. I ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar, popping. I've been working these hoes, and they better put my money in my hand. DJ Paul can make a hit. Fact. DJ Paul from the 666, he slept on. Facts. SGP Fire. I'm missing out who an SGP is. What is SGP? Oh, Space Ghost Perp. I got you. I got you, Rottweiler. Space Ghost Perp. Space Ghost gonna rot. Space Ghost Perp birthed the whole ASAP wave. Facts. That's facts. His first song, Pesos, that ASAP Rocky came out with, that was like some zoned out, having some was Dirty Sprite, having lean, all that, and within the music. That's a good question. Where is SGP? Where is he? What's he doing with his life? SGP, no, he didn't. That was no, he didn't. That was producer Clams Casino. He's responsible for ASAP Rocky earlier. Facts. Thank you for cleaning it out for me. I was confused. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'll take blame for that. Lil Ugman, Sunny Digital rap. He's a producer. Okay. And Young Berg, he can rap. Y'all gonna be like, oh no. I don't think Lex Luger raps. I don't think so. I think he just makes productions. Oh yeah, Rocky just stole STV whole swag mixed with Texas. Yeah, that's why it's weird when you look at ASAP Rocky, because he has so many different influences. He's got like the Miami beat. He's got the Atlanta, you know, kind of laid back sound. He's got the Southwest, the Texas drawl. ASAP had SGP blackballed. Wow. I did not realize that. Please explain further, Bumba. I love how people just have blanket statements. This happened. I'm not going to explain it, but this happened. Stop it. Rocky stole nothing. Rocky is a trendsetter. He changed the way people wear clothes. Are you talking about me? I'm just giving him his props. I'm saying he has different influences from across the country and probably around the world too. I remember one summer ASAP Rocky had everybody running around with the messenger bags. Yeah. I still have a messenger bag. I hate putting stuff in my pockets. It's too much. You got your keys, you got your phone, you got your wallet, you got all this stuff. You supposed to jam those in your pockets? Are you serious? Rocky stole PSG from H-Town. For SPG, excuse me, SPG. Or is it SGP or SPG? SGP, okay. Could have been a legend if he would have gotten that hot tub with ASAP Rocky and the other man he referred to. Honey. He stole the whole dark wave from SGP and Raider Clan. Rock the only person why I suppose Space Ghost perp like Rocky because they had similar styles. Dude hasn't put out an album in almost 10 years. Are you talking about ASAP? I think Riri and ASAP Rocky have an agreement. They're like, we're not putting out a song at all. We're good. We're going to sit back, count these billions, raise these chillins. And if I may, can I start a whole new thread? It's just a little after the 2-hour mark. I want to talk about niggers and niggas and chitterlings and chitlins. I just wanted to say this because I missed the show where Mr. Terrain was talking about FBA turning their back on the word nigger. And I just wanted to say, I think the word nigger and nigga should be the same because it's like chitterlings and chitlins. It's still pig intestines. You can dress it up as much as you want. You can put hot sauce on it, mayonnaise, put it with a bun. You're still eating pig intestines. Okay, ASAP. Okay, Space Ghost ain't got one to be bisexual. ASAP should just keep putting out singles. Well, he's supposed to come out with his own album called "Don't Be Dumb." That's supposed to come out, and it could be it could turn into another detox. We gotta be careful. Dre has a what drought since 2000? Was it 2000 or 2001? I know the album was called Chronic 2001, but it came out I think before 2001. I think it came out in 99 actually, or something like that. He's been like teasing it ever since. That's a Cardi B title. Don't be dumb. Am I the drama? That's funny. Dre dropped some good sounding music for Grand Theft Auto Online DLC. Okay. Didn't realize that. All right. Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, and Anderson .Paak got a good bag from Rockstar Games. That's what I like to hear. Get that money. It's too much money out here. What do y'all say about Zach Lee? I don't know if he's even unalived or not. Cardi trash. Cardi's the truth. I have to go against you, Wizard. I love Cardi. Cardi's cool to me. Wild show so far. And I remember what it was. She said, you be in the glory hole, or you be on the glory hole. You don't know who you're effing with. I was like, okay, that may not have been her bar. She wrote from her pen or her mind. Somebody else might have written that, but the delivery she had on that was on point. I thought that was pretty dope. I couldn't remember what it was before, but nothing to gain. Are you saying like a pun? Zach passed away, Rod. Rod, what you expect? You can't stay in Compton and expect a full life. Wow. How many people escape Compton? How many people get out? That's the question. Weiler. Who's Weiler? Oh, Rottweiler. Yeah, how do you know he's gone? That's a good question, Wizard. Okay, you're about to sit him down. You're about to sit who down? Wizard, who you about to sit down? Yeah, that's your discretion. I don't have anything to do with that. Zach Lee said Star steals his jokes. Star doesn't tell jokes. Uh-oh, here we go. Dot Focus is in the building. Got to put his banner up. Visit Dot Focus _ on his YouTube channel and subscribe, like, and comment. If you enjoy Call of Duty and other first-person shooters, you will not be disappointed. Tell him that Silly Sky sent you. What's going on, Dot Focus? High as F. We need facts about his passing or you're out of here, Rod. Don't play with that. Yeah. I got some Bomb A Molly on deck too for anyone on the East Coast. Be careful now, Dot. I don't want you getting, there's people out here, ready to watch you slip. I want to catch you slipping. We be out here in these live chats. FMW a lot. Yeah. They got their own language in this chat room. I don't know. It's great. Nah, I can never. Not yet. Maybe when I'm like 90 or 100. If I make it to my 100 year, I'm doing everything. I'm doing coke. I'm doing I'm doing weed. I'm doing everything. If I make it to 100, like hopefully by that time all of it will be legal. By the way, that'll be 2088. So by that time, I would love it. I would love it to have that happen. Pop the Molly, I'm sweating. Woo! I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford. Tell them bring back the Concorde. Let's stream it. You will go viral. Yeah, I would. I probably would. That were the hose. I'm in DC. We're not too far. That's why I call Delaware the Diamond State. We're the state that's closest that has cities that are like Baltimore, DC, Philly, New York. I mean, we're so close to all. We have a relative short distance between all those states. We're like situated perfectly. That's why Delaware is the greatest state in the union. I just have to say that. It just happens to be. This is a fact. An opinion fact. A faux opinion. Delaware? Exactly. We have cups and mugs and T-shirts and all kinds of doodads that say that. Delaware? I never knew it was a state. It's the first state in the union. That's how ironic it is. I didn't even know where it was. I never even heard of Delaware. I don't know why I'm using a southern accent. I was just chilling with my DC niggas last night too. That's cool. Y'all were blowing down the la. The la la la. He would flip out if he smoked. Sky might get into a fight with him. That's probably true. That is probably true. That's where I gotta get the mind from. Get high as the sky. No, I can't do it. I might even be joking about the 100 years thing. I might not even do it then. It all depends. I mean, I'll get to that bridge. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. No, if Sky smokes some weed, he might shed a tear or at most from realizing the weed ain't that serious. Well, personally right now, I mean, I have practical reasons. I mean, obviously it's a legal issue, but more so my health, my brain. I have terrible memory. I don't remember things too well. I don't focus on things too well. So I don't want to say like, damn, was it the weed? Is that getting to me? I just want to be natural and say, well, it wasn't the weed. I ain't smoked nothing. Yeah, been off. Wizard's been off weed for like 8 years. He said. Wow. So do you do alcohol, Wizard? I don't do alcohol either. I'm a complete teetotaler. Some indica. Why not sativa? Indica is. I know they have different variables. They have different characteristics. Indica and sativa. What will drive me away from sativa and go to indica? Doc folks is sorry to hear this. To hear that Wizard is without weed. Sativa for when he writes his stories. Because I do remember seeing that somewhere. Sativa's like more so if you want to be relaxed, if you want to just sit back. I could be mixed up, or indica is more so for relaxation, and another one is for focus. If you're focused on a task, that's why they say I don't go into the booth without hitting the spliff. It gives me creativity. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? No need to be sorry. The white man wants you to be high. Sativa is for the creators. Okay, got you. Period. Just remember it that way. Got you. The white man wants to be high. The white man wants to be high. That should be a quote. That should be a novel title. The white man wants to be high. by Bumba. We don't live in the same realm, Wizard. Mentally. Ooh, that focus is breaking it down. Two different life experiences, Dot Focus says. Your math is not my math. That's what Dot Focus is explaining. So how does your math? Damn, white devils and their devil's lettuce. Yeah, that's the devil's lettuce. That's Satan's cabbage. The white man's reason for all the wizard's problems. No, I got a little insight on the new version of weed that you guys are smoking. It's no more THC. Huh. That's not my reality, Doc Focus is saying. He's reiterating. He's to the toes down. He's like, that's not my reality. That's just not how I roll. That's not how I am. Once again, that too is not my reality. He's saying it like it is. But yeah, hey, I'm not gonna stop anybody else from smoking weed. I'm totally for it. I'm for legalizing. I'm for it. You should have pounds of weed. You should have at least 20 to 30 pounds of weed in your house, and nobody can tell you different. I don't understand that whole it's over 8 ounces. It's over 4 ounces. I don't understand that. What difference does it make how much weed you have, or how much coke you have, or how much who cares? Like, I mean, now I know who cares, but when scheduled substances are legalized, we're gonna have to make concessions. We're gonna have to say, like, look, we're not gonna regulate or control people's amount of substances they have. Once again, that's okay. But please continue. Yeah, I don't do any street drugs. I'm good off that. I'll drink every now and then to celebrate workers hitting a milestone in life. That's about me, but I haven't drunk. I haven't had a drink in months. Really, I'm good. I haven't had a drink in months. But I really would want, to see everybody, hitting heroin between their toes. I want to see people popping fent. I want to see people, smoking down crack cocaine and weed and mixing the crack with the weed and make woolahs. That's what I want to see. Have that happen. And then when people get hooked on something or they can't control their addiction, they should have rehab centers on every corner, like you see on liquor stores. Should be a rehab center, right? Or a church. Churches and rehab centers. They could probably they could be probably be included in the zoning levels, because they have basically the same thing. We heal your spirit, we'll heal your body. It's the same kind of thing. That's how they're going to get people into it. I always say people that have addictions turn their life around most chances. Some people go down the spiraling. They go in and out of rehab or don't go to rehab at all. But those who do attend rehab, they usually get into a program where they say, hey, I'm going to get this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to study to be a counselor or a supervisor or something like that over other rehab centers. And I'm going to make $80,000 to $120,000 a year. When I was just sleeping under a bridge 2 months ago with a heroin needle in my arm, and now I went to a few meetings in a rehab station, and I'm taking classes, and I'm studying to become a counselor. Weed's not a street drug anymore. Bumba, most people can't afford the dispensary prices, so they still go to the streets to get a bumba. I love sleeping under bridges. That street weed is the reason why I don't care. Oh well. Oh my gosh. That Focus is on some other level stuff right now. I don't know if I can. I don't know where he's going right now. Too much of anything makes you an addict. So, I mean, can you get addicted to water? Too much of water can be bad, but it doesn't make you an addict. Addict is a psychological thing. It's a chemical psychological dependency based on whatever substance you're using. Too much of anything makes you an addict. No, I disagree with you. You have too much air? Can you have too much oxygen? Can you be addicted to oxygen? Maybe. I guess you could. They had those You ever seen in they were hot like in the 90s, I think, or something. They were oxygen bars. I think it was even on Malcolm and Eddie. They had an oxygen bar. They got a Diddy weed strain now. I'm sure they do. Yeah, F weed. No, I say, smoke weed. Do what you got to do. Don't get, caught up in the system. Don't do anything criminal. Make sure you do everything right down the line. Anybody? Can I say a story? Can I say a story that I really like? It's somebody else's story, but it's funny as hell. But it wasn't funny at the time. Anybody who's familiar with battle rap? Arsenal, the battle rapper. His brother is on Joe Budden's podcast. His name is Ice. Ice he had taken some gummies, right? He had like 1 or 2 gummies. He was like, man, these ain't nothing. I don't feel nothing. He took some more. He was like, I'm all right, man. I don't feel nothing. Then like a few minutes later, he got woozy. He was really feeling it. And he was falling out of a car. There's this famous picture of him falling out of a car. He was blowing up. He was throwing up. I meant, yeah. Oh, call Ice on Ice. Diddy Kush, yeah. Baby oil hash by Brother Love. Call Ice, yeah. Yeah, that was a story that I thought was great. I used to follow him all the time on Twitter. Or X, back when X was X. It was when Twitter was Twitter. Now it's X. So. I asked my Hispanic waiter for more ice, and he jumped out the window running screaming. That's a cold joke. I like that. That was a good joke. I asked my Hispanic. Bubba said, I'll repeat it. Bubba said, I asked my Hispanic waiter for more ice, and he jumped out the window running screaming. Wizard said, what's the number one reason why people abuse drugs? Jesus, God. Jesus and God, and Muhammad, Moses, everybody, all of them, every faith. If you have a faith that you subscribe to, you're probably a drug user. Because what did faith tell you? To suffer, that you're a wretch, that you're low, that you can't make it on your own, that you lean not to your own understanding, that you not be somebody of ego or pride or self-esteem. So what do? Oh, I got to take a drug because I'm nothing. I'm worthless. So I take a drug. This makes me feel good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling light. This is wonderful. And then the crash, and you're like, damn, how do I get another hit? Can I get some more? Let me get some more, please. I'm ready for another hit. And then you get another hit, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. This is great. Then you go down again, and I got to get another hit. And then you hit this third time. The third time, you get another feeling. You get a sense of saying, well, wait a minute. I didn't feel that same kind of rush that I got those other 2 times. How does that work? How do I get to a point where I can feel better again? So they, continue on. And of course, they go to the feet of the Father and they say, Father, I've sinned. I'm a wretch. I'm pitiful. I'm poor, blind, and naked. How do I go back to being on your team? How do I go back to know your ways? And then they end up becoming pastors and preachers and stuff like that because they got a story. They got a testimony. I was out there on the streets. I was feeling some type of way. I was feeling the heartbeats. It was darkest of my days. But the Lord, he sent me through. I can tell it from me because he can do it for you. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Yes, they want to escape the reality. Kids these days escape by becoming trans or furry. I don't have a problem with grown people becoming trans or furries, or even little kids become furries. I guess that's okay. It's like wearing costumes. But trans is man, could we call that twin? Yes, sir. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? But that's how they do. You have to. Most people are believers, right? And across the world, how many addicts are atheists? That's what I want to know. How many addicts don't believe in God? How many addicts are objectivists? That's even stronger. That's a higher grade. Because every atheist is not an objectivist, but every objectivist is an atheist. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. We call that the twin. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? I used to be out on the road. I used to go my own way. Then I got to a place where Jesus took me in one sweet day. I said, Lord, will you save me from this pipe? And he said, look down, my son, and I'll give you all this life. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Can you tell I'm the son of a preacher man? But yeah, Wizard said exactly. They want to escape reality. They want to escape reality. That's what drugs do. They work. That's the one thing people overlook. They work. They do their job. At least sometimes they do too much of a good job and you get an OD. But they do their job. They do it. They work. They work. Here goes Rick James. Precious Lord, lead me on. Take my hand. I'm tired. It's worn, not warm. I'm tired. I'm weak. I'm worn. WARN. Oh, wait a minute. Is it WORN? Excuse me. I'm messing up. You're messing me up. WORN. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to that light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me on. It's classics. But that's the whole point. Most people who do drugs are believers. And they just kind of like put it on pause. They're like, yeah, I still believe in God, but I gotta hit this crack pipe. I gotta put this heroin between my toes. I gotta pop this fent. I know I believe in Jesus, but Rick James is saying in the upper room with Jesus. That's the truth. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. That fit put the Holy Spirit in them. Yeah, that's what it does. Unbeliever, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Okay. Rick James quoting. What was that? The Monkeys? Who had that? And then of course Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth covered it for what's it called? Shrek. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace. Not of my mind. No, it was not the Beatles, sir. Yeah. Smash Mouth got down to alcohol. I mean, we look at our superstars and everything. You look at what happened to Mike. Look what happened to Prince. Look what happened to Juice WRLD. What happened to Young Dolph? Yeah. or not Young Dolph. Damn, Rich Homie Quan. Young Dolph got laid out. But yeah, Rich Homie Quan. And the list goes on and on and on. Jimi Hendrix. Janis Joplin. I think Jim Morrison, but I could be wrong. I can't remember his exact answer. But he's very talented, very wealthy, very, you think everything is going well for him, but they're hurting inside. And what they do is they escape to a different substance. Amy Winehouse, thank you very much. Exactly. Good point. Yeah. Rich Homie Quan, all of them. It's like, it's amazing. These talented people, very notable, and they can't handle it. They can't handle the fame. They can't handle the fortune. So what do? They go to a bottle. They go to a pipe. They go to a needle. Who's Lane Staley? And Young Thug is still alive, Rick James. What are you talking about? Are you listing people that are alive, or what are you doing? Young Thug is very much still alive. From Alice in Chains, it's better to face your... Oh, Lane Stanley. Okay, I got you. It's better to face your problems with a sober mind. Exactly. I have no... I can't. I mean, that's another thing with alcohol. Alcohol affects your memory too, I think. Definitely. It affects your perception of things. So you got to be really careful with that. That's some white boy We're just talking about human beings, though. I don't care what color you are. I'm talking about human beings. So that is the facts. Why do people do drugs? I mean, we saw in the 80s, right? My era, when I was born. I mean, people were selling their children, selling the children's clothes, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Just crazy. All just for a hit of crack cocaine. And of course, the media, blew it way out of proportion. Way out of proportion. The crack babies, the crack era, the crack. Even the president had to make up a story that he cocaine or crack. This is crack cocaine. He said, on a live broadcast to the nation. They said, allegedly, I think he said, yeah, I just got this a few blocks away from where the White House is, or something like that. I think all that was, completely made up. That was completely made up. Or it was like they staged it, like they made somebody, sell it to them or something like that, and then like they kind of made it like they drew it all up. Stop it. Stop what? And stop. I mean, who are you talking to, Wizard? Stop it. You're a 60s baby. I'm a 60s. I'm a 60s baby. I wish I was a 60s baby. I'll be a late 60s baby and Generation X who just doesn't get IDGAF. That's their whole, claim to fame. They're like, you know what, y'all can get this, y'all can change this, but I'm good. Boomers, y'all are, yeah, we're boomers. We're gonna revolutionize the world. We're gonna Generation X and Generation Y, as in WHY ? We're like, we can change the world. We can do everything. Generation Z is like, we're already changing the world. Generation Alpha is like, we're about to be on there too. Just give us a few more years. Let me put down this Minecraft. And Roblox. And Ronald Reagan was the plug. It was the Contras. They was taking that drug money and funding wars. That same thing as G. This guy looked like he went to high school with Bo Diddley. Generation X, like a dusty old Nirvana album on the shelf that no one pays attention to. That's a good observation. That's a really good observation. Because if it's Nirvana, because if it's a Nirvana album, it's gonna be probably pretty good. But they're just on the shelf. They're not like They're not, Y'all want to do something? That's great. Do what you gotta do. But we're not gonna be too strenuous with our stuff. I mean, whatever comes along, comes along. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna put y'all on autopilot. Hold up. I'm looking for it right now. Hold on, CBS.
Don't miss true crime anytime you want, anywhere you go with 48 Hours Podcasts. Real crimes, real lives, real justice. Listen to 48 Hours Podcasts wherever you get your podcasts.
Sunday morning, taking it easy in the Big Easy. From the food to the styles to music, we're letting the good times roll in New Orleans.
I can see clearly now.
Clearly, CBS Mornings.
Weekdays on CBS.
Yeah!
Tony, coming?
No, I'm going to stick around for an hour.
Hey!
CBS Mornings Plus with Adriana Diaz and Tony DeCopel, right after CBS Mornings.
It's just like mornings.
Plus fun.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
The all-new CBS Evening News.
Lay is facing up to $1 million in tariff payments this year alone.
Zhou-Ling, is Lay going to be able to keep her workers under these conditions?
We don't have the same options as large businesses.
Can your business survive this?
If this is the end of my American dream, I'm going to go down swinging.
Okay, welcome back. So we continue watching that back and forth over the potential use of federal troops, boots on the ground in Portland, Oregon. The president wants it. A judge will rule on that. A hearing is underway right now as we speak. So let's go live to CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman, who's watching this all. Katrina, the judge issued 2 temporary restraining orders earlier this month. So what's at stake today for these troops?
So what is at stake today is essentially, Reed, there were these 2 temporary restraining orders. One was about federalizing the Oregon National Guard, and the other about the federalization and deployment of out-of-state troops, specifically California. Now, the Ninth Circuit has since paused that temporary restraining order related to federalizing the Oregon National Guard. So that is allowed at the moment. But what the judge is going to decide today is, does it also apply to deployment and the federalization of these out-of-state troops? Does this Ninth Circuit decision potentially apply to both of her temporary restraining orders, not just the one that was at issue?
Okay, so what are we hearing from the Department of Justice?
So what the Justice Department says, Reed, is they quote from the majority opinion there, and they say the 2 TROs rise and fall together. So essentially, they're saying that because that first temporary restraining order was paused, also the second one should be paused, that they should be allowed to federalize and deploy both the Oregon National Guard and these out-of-state California National Guard troops into Portland.
Okay, a lot weighs on this for sure in multiple states. Katrina Kaufman, you have a good Friday. Thank you, friend. Let's go to the Pentagon now. The U.S. is upping its number of service members and ships dedicated to its fight against what the White House is calling narco-terrorism there. You see that blast over the water. This comes on the same day the Defense Department says it carried out another strike on a boat, killing 6. Watch. It's right there. This brings, by the way, as we look at this unclassified video, that explosion there in the water and then the aftermath, the total number of strikes on alleged drug boats to 10. So let's talk to CBS News national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata. Charlie, you said, as did Pete Hegseth, that we could see these once a day. What are the details from the Pentagon on stepping up their presence by today?
You know, Reed, this is huge. This is a really, really big announcement that the Pentagon made just a few minutes ago. It came from Chief Spokesman Sean Parnell. It says he's moving the world's largest aircraft carrier, in fact, the world's largest warship, and it's a carrier strike group. So there'll be a number of destroyers that will be headed to that region. It's just announced it's going to go from the Med to the Caribbean. But just look at the list that I've got here of the destroyers that are already there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 destroyers, a missile cruiser, a guided missile cruiser. Sorry, we got the amphibious that you and I spoke about before with the Marines on board. 2 amphibious transport dock ships. So I'm on to the Navy trying to get an idea of whether or not they're going to bulk that up or whether they're going to be rotating some of those destroyers out with the idea that the Ford goes in there. But we have to frame this. This is putting a carrier into that neighborhood, that area of responsibility with a against the stated mission, which is drug interdiction, is absolutely unheard of, aside from unprecedented. I can't remember the last time a carrier was in that region for any good reason other than sort of transporting in or out of it. So this is a major step forward. And you know, my good friend David Martin, who worked before me at this position, he said there's no flex like a carrier strike group. So that's what we're seeing here. So this, you know, it's hard to exaggerate what this means, certainly in terms of optics, but we really have to drill down as to what exactly the Pentagon and the Department of Defense or Department of War is planning in the weeks and months ahead. Well, we don't know how long it's going to take that carrier strike group to get there. And as I said, there are 8, 9 warships, including a attack submarine, F-35s in that region already, Puerto Rico. So we're talking about a serious military flex.
Serious military flex, an epic firepower potential there, Charlie, and that's even an understatement. I'm thinking of Lily Luciano's recent interview with the top guy in Colombia who says that this is a violation of international law, also thinking about statements coming out of Venezuela. Do you feel like that flex is to send a direct message to people that Donald Trump calls bad guys?
You know, Reed, this is war footing. You know, when you send a carrier, a strike group, they tend to be deployed in areas like CENTCOM, which we discuss all the time, right? That's the area that covers the Middle East. There's almost always a carrier strike group in Indo-PACOM, the Indo-Pacific region, because of China, and it's also a huge area to have responsibility for. So it's not just that you're sending a carrier strike group, but it's what comes with it. And there'll be F-18s on there. There are already F-35s, you know, fighter jets. And as you mentioned, the latest strike that happened, well, it was announced this morning from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, targeting Tren de Aragua. Individuals, suspected anyway, 6 male narco terrorists were killed, according to the statement. And this is happening once or twice a day now. So again, in my recent memory, I've never heard of a carrier strike group deployed in a drug interdiction mission.
Enormous. And we thank you so much for breaking that news right here on CBS News 24/7. Charlie D'Agata, as always, good to see you.
Thanks, Reed.
Happening right now in Chicago, congressional lawmakers are holding a news conference after attending a shadow hearing on the continued immigration crackdown playing out across the state of Illinois. So let's take a listen to some of the remarks so far.
What we heard in the hearing today was alarming stories of protesters being attacked, children being traumatized, and communities living in fear because of an administration that believes in cruelty as a policy. It is beyond clear that the Trump administration doesn't care about Chicago's safety. In fact, he doesn't care about the American people at all.
Okay, I have to talk about this, or they'll get me into some mess. But I saw Wizard ask any Grammy predictions for Grammys. I'd say Clips should win Album of the Year. They're not going to win Album of the Year, but they're up for it. Rap Album of the Year, closer, but I think it's going to go to Tyler, the Creator. I think he's going to get his third or fourth. He had Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, and Chromacopia. I think he won Chromacopia, but he would have 4 best rap albums, if that's true. Igor, Chromacopia, Call Me If You Get Lost, and Don't Tap the Glass. I think that that Clips should win, but they're not. They should win though. That was the best album of the year to me. A lot of people said it was kind of mid in the few songs, but I thought it was strong throughout. But that's just me. Fire, My Fent, they better get some submarines. They're not playing games. Rot, don't wish death on people. They are playing with my Cortel plugs. Wizard, I can't afford inflation on narcotics too. The fish about to get high as hell off Fent. That clown doesn't care about Chirac's safety. Tyler needed to sit down and enjoy the fruits of his labor. That last album was unnecessary, to be honest. I think it was unnecessary, but I'm glad he made it. It was kind of like a chef bringing out a really good dinner after you just ate. And you're like, just put it in the doggy bag. Just put it in the bag, man. Just put that in, I'll take that and go home, because that was that Chromacopia was the truth. I really liked it. It was awesome. But you just gave us another dish, and we're like, I'm good. This is good food, but I'm eating a lot right now. All right, I'm talking about what you said about Tyler. Okay, he was trying to do something like GNX. Yeah, that's true. Tyler is a propellant of the homosexual Luciferian agenda. Okay. I have to do a little bit of note taking on this. Democrats speak after holding shadow hearing over immigration crackdown. Okay, so they're talking about an immigration crackdown. They're trying to apparently have a news conference over this. This is all taking place in Chicago. So it carries a lot of weight apparently. So that's what I have to say about that. All right, so I made commentary. He's a propellant. Are you saying proponent or propellant? A proponent or propellant? Luciferian agenda. I like that. Lucifer. You know what Lucifer stands for? You can look it up right now. But Lucifer stands for light bearer. It means somebody that gives light to something. Exactly, isn't a good person. Or at least he's alive. You're making it out saying he was dead. let him breathe at least. Yeah, I'll be trying to listen to Tyler, and then he say some suspect stuff, and I turn off. Yeah, I'm used to it now, though. If he wants, like I said, let him be free. Let him do his thing. He's got the money. He's got girls. He's got boys. Pause. Ayo, no Diddy. So if he wants to do that, he can do all he wants. He's straight edge too. I'm straight edge. He doesn't do alcohol or drugs. He's straight edge. Sir, do you like the group TV on the radio? I haven't heard a TV on the radio song in like a decade or more. TV on the radio. Oh my God. I can't even think of any other songs. If I listen to a tune of theirs, I'm like, oh yeah. but I can't say TV on the radio. His second and third album was his peak. I thought Goblin was a great was that his first album, Goblin? I thought Wolf was the truth. Wolf is my favorite Tyler the Creator album besides Tap the Glass. I think Tap the Glass is like really short and sweet, but it should have been longer and thought out. It seemed rushed to me, but all the songs bang. So I agree with it. Goblin's number 2. What is number 1? Bastard. Bastard's number 1, isn't it? I think Bastard is the first one. But Bastard, Goblin, Wolf, Cherry Bomb, Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia, and Don't Tap the Glass. I think I have it all together. I think so. Have you heard of Empire of the Sun? Yes, I think I have. And that sounds very familiar, but I can't name any of the songs. Nah, Goblin and Wolf, and that's it. Yeah, but Wolf was my jam, and the packaging was great. The animation, that was great packaging. Early 2010s. Okay, while it says early 2010. Wizard says, I can't believe The Weeknd dropping 2 trash albums back to back. I don't think I heard either one. Goblin has I think he had the Super Bowl slump. They might call that the Super Bowl slump. After you do the Super Bowl, then you kind of like fall off. Goblin has terrible beats. I like Don FM by The Weeknd. Yeah, I thought that was fire. The whole John Kerry with the FM radio station kind of thing, that was a cool concept. But it wasn't on the same level as Starboy. I'm a mother Starboy. Take a look what you got. Sounds like it was made on a cheap Walmart keyboard. Sir, will you ever do episodes on the Passport Bros again in their journey to self-discovery? It depends. I did two separate ones, and I got like 900 views out of that. It was crazy. It was brazy. Yeah, Kendrick gonna fall off apparently. I don't think he's gonna fall off too hard though. Yeah, that was fun covering the Passport Bros and their lady boys. That was funny. Yeah, so that's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to, I don't think Kendrick Lamar is going to fall off too much. He's got too much. He's probably got like that Prince vault of songs. I have a vault, but it's not that deep. Like I have unreleased writings that I have that go back, till 2012 at least till 2012. That was funny. That was funny. The Walmart keyboard. Does sound like he recorded that ish on a Walkman. Fun fact: I only listened to GNX 2 times. I think that's the truth for me too. I didn't like bump that. That's my song, Luther. Luther is the truth. Luther is the truth. But that the whole album, I was like, I'm good. It's not bad. I'm just saying I'm all right with it. It's not like it's not monumental to me. When I think about monumental albums, I think about the Reasonable Doubt, The Blueprint, Black Album, 444. That's Jay-Z. Yay! I think of I think of the Late Registration. I think of the College Dropout, Late Registration. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Yeezus. Those are his masterpieces. And those are the ones I listen to the most. I mean, it's hard to listen to everybody's stuff, but fun fact. Okay, wait, hold on. Don't knock the lady boys till you're tired. You tried them. No, I can knock the ladyboys. I am not about the ladyboy life. No, thank you. But if anybody else wants to do that, that's their prerogative. Fun fact: Kendrick bit Draco the Ruler's whole flow. Huh? I have to listen to Draco the Ruler. Kendrick goes off beat. He went off beat on Clips's album. He was going off beat crazy. He was like, it was just like the beat was going like he was like I was like, damn, the hell. Got 6 people in here. We got 4 more people. We can have a party. Going on 3 hours. 3 hours. Y'all better hit that donate button. I'm serious. Hit that donate button. Or at least subscribe. Tell somebody to subscribe. GNX made for Cali. Okay. Yeah, I don't like his verse on that song with the clips. I always cut his part off. Yeah, it must have been worth it though, because I mean they had to get out of their Def Jam distribution deal, and Pusha T was technically a Def Jam artist, so he had to pay like $7 million just to get out of his contract, so they can have Kendrick Lamar on the album. Like, that's crazy. They went to Rock Nation. That was wild. I don't like that Clips verse from Kendrick. I like what he was saying, but he just didn't fit the beat. Yeah, that's what I said. He goes off beat. He goes way off beat. I'm like, damn, Kendrick, goddamn. Like, he's hungry. He seems hungry. He's not like, man, I won the battle. I give him that prop. He didn't say I won the battle. I beat this. I slayed the dragon, Drake. You know, that verse was not worth 10K. Ooh. They probably did pay him. Are you sure it was worth 10K, or are you just saying a random number? Was it? Did they actually delineate whether they offered him $10,000 for that particular feature? His verse would have been tight if they would have chopped and screwed it. Or something. I don't know. If he just stayed on beat, it would have been awesome. Because he's really good on beat. Because he says a lot of words. He's very dense. Kendrick Lamar is super dense. Like, just look at him on my favorite song of his. My second favorite song is I. But my first favorite song of his is da 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 da. All's my life I has to fight, nigga. All's my life we gonna be all right. That I had to sound it out. All right. He says a whole lot of words in just one little pack. Like, just I can do the like when you hurt, when you down before. Like, he's amazing on that. When he's on his when he is in his bag, he is extraordinary. Now we need 7 people in here to make it a party. But I might wrap it up now. It's been real. It's been 3 hours. I appreciate you. So we'll convene, sometime later tomorrow on Sunday. And I hope you all keep it tight. Have a great rest of your Friday. And I will see you sometime probably tomorrow. Take care.